was hard, man. There was a lot of tears shed in that locker room at Little Rock. A lot of uncertainty, But I think you spend a lot of time building these relationships, man. And the fact that I don't have to go into a whole nother group and start showing them, hey, because you can tell a kid, that, hey, you can trust me, but I mean that you're going to have to prove it, And the fact that I've been here for 2 years and shown these guys, kind of how I take care of them, kind of things I take pride in. I think that helps. It helps me. It helps them. There's a familiarity there. So it was good. They came by a bunch, man. During those weeks, they came by and checked on me. They texted me, and I couldn't ask for a better group, man. I love my dudes. We're not perfect, and we don't always like each other, but we're always going to love each other and hold each other accountable.
You add Dion back to the group full time. What do you think of your whole core right now?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited to have Dion back. I mean, he had a rough year and went through a lot, but to have him back and his leadership, and I said it back to our fall camp, man. He's just steady. He's never up, never down. He's just the same guy every single day. So to have him and Davion Warren is just going to be a senior this year, and there's my boss calling me right there. Davion Warren and Tyson Morris is a kid that's a senior this year. So I got 3 really good seniors and a good group of young guys, and man, I'm excited.
What is the next step that Trey and Traylon can take this offseason, or I guess before this fall?
Just the physicality of the game and the physicality of playing in this league is tough. I think the way our strength coach is approaching these guys and the way he plans to develop them is going to really help them. And I think obviously just making it through a whole year as a freshman is tough. And I think they did that, but they weren't perfect, but they kind of had to learn on the fly, man. So I think that year will really help them. And again, just developing and getting faster and getting stronger in the weight room will be good, and just continuing to figure it all out, man. It's 17, 18 years old. It's a lot to take in, and I thought they did a good job.
I think Coach Pittman said yesterday that Darren Turner is going to start out in your room. What do you see from a guy like him?
Yeah, we're going to start him out in our room. I mean, obviously, kids played a lot of positions. Played linebackers, played safety. Very versatile kid. He has that defensive mentality. So the physicality of the game, I don't think is going to be an issue for him. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's got a big catch radius. He's got a lot of length. Really good ball skills. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
What's your relationship with Coach Bryles like?
Well, it's getting better every day. We kind of, he's trying to figure me out. I'm trying to figure him out. And the thing that I like about him, man, is he's just been so open-minded. He got here and I was already here, but it was, hey, I heard you. I know you love your kids, and I know you're a great recruiter, and I know you can develop. I think he was very familiar with what we did with the Sutton kid, with Cortland at SMU, and with Trey Quinn and James Prochet and those guys, and then obviously what we did with the freshmen here this year. I think he respects what I've done, and I'm excited to get a chance to work with him.
What were the initial conversations with Coach Pittman like when he's putting together his staff? Do you make a pitch to him, or how does that go down?
No, I just kind of happened to be standing there by the secretary's desk one day when he popped out of his office when he first got hired, and he brought me in and said, hey, I've heard a lot of good things about you. I'm not going to promise I'm going to keep you. He goes, but there's a lot of people that think a lot of you around here, and he goes, you can either go home and I'd like to interview you next week. He said, but if you could, I'd like for you to help me and see if you can get me in front of some of the kids. And I told him I'd be glad to help. And got him in front of a couple kids, and I think he saw my relationship with the kids and the coaches and the parents, and the way he offered me that job was, I'll never forget that. He made it a memory, made it something special for my wife and I, and it's something I'll never forget.
What's it like emotionally, just kind of with things up in the air, just kind of not knowing what's next? Or
yeah, it's miserable. I mean, it was a roller coaster. Do you put your house for sale? Do you not put your house for sale? Is it a bad look if somebody comes in here and gets the job and your house is on the market? I mean, but it's just there's a lot of unknowns, man. It's something. I mean, one of the first schools I was at, we got fired, but it was not at this level and at this magnitude, So it was stressful. You try to make everything seem like it's okay when you go home with your wife and your son, and just try to do the best you can and not panicking and just trusting that God's got a plan, and it ended up working out. So I'm extremely lucky, extremely blessed, but it was definitely probably the 4 hardest weeks of my life.
What have you seen from Coach Pittman that makes him such a successful recruiter that maybe you could take from when you go out?
I think he's just himself. I mean, he doesn't try to be anybody else. That he doesn't try to mimic what the guys were that he's worked for. He doesn't try to mimic anything. He's just himself. I mean, I appreciate it. It's pretty cool to watch him be himself and get in front of those kids and just be honest with them. And, I mean, he takes time to build relationships. I mean, I think it's hard for anybody to be in a room with him for more than 10 minutes and not cut a couple jokes and laugh. And just he makes you feel, from the minute you're around him, he makes you feel comfortable. That's what I appreciate about him. I mean, he's made me feel that way since I've been here and since he's been around me. So, just something as small as reaching over and saying thank you. My wife was at a basketball game and he leaned over and said, "Hey, I appreciate you being here. I know it's a lot. I just appreciate you showing up and being around." I mean, and it's hard to find guys that'll do stuff like that.